In this video, we're going to talk about what the difference is between to review and the to do in Google Classroom. So those items are found on your three lines over here on the left-hand side. So if I click on my main menu, it will bring up all my classes that I am teaching. So all these are my teaching classes, and it will also bring up any classes that you are enrolled in. And this is also where you can find your archive class and the settings for your entire Google Classroom. So if I'm teaching, they changed this from, it used to say to do, so then there were two to-do lists. So there was to do here if you were teaching and to do if you were enrolled. So they decided to make a switch, of course, over COVID, and switched it to say to review. This is really helpful if you have a lot of classes and you got a lot of work being turned in and you're trying to keep track of everything. So if I click on my to review, it brings up all my classes that have things that have been turned in. Okay, so you can see this is our remote learning 101 class. So 29 people have turned it in, 16 are still assigned. And I can quickly then see, oh, I need to go in and I need to grade these things. This one, I've returned one already. So I can click on my turned in. I can actually go to that classroom and I can click on these people and start grading them straight across the board if I want to. Then I can also just choose a class. So if all my classes were showing up but I just wanted to see like my test class, which I know has nothing turned in yet, I could do that. I can also, it will also put them by due dates. So these particular modules have no due dates on them. So they're just going to show all in one big stream. But if you had a to-do date, it would start dividing them up as due dates. Once I have these all cleared out, like it all says over here, if it said I had 55 returned, I could actually go over here and say mark as reviewed, and it will take it off this list. Okay. Now the nice thing about this is it puts it all in one place, because before the fun part was you would have to go to your classroom. So, and then I'd go into classwork and then all my modules would sit like this, but I can't tell who's turned what in unless I actually click on it. And then I could look at it that way, but then I'd have to click on each and every one. So the to review stream is very helpful in like seeing everything in one shot. So it kind of streamlines your work, and you can just click on these and just grade them all in one shot if you want to do that. So that is to review. So that's on your teacher side. But let's say that you're in a class. So your students will actually have the to-do list. So the to-do list is just what it says. It is right there, and it will tell you exactly when things are due. So mine are overdue, but it will tell you that I'm missing this work, and that these had no due dates on them, and I still don't have these done. And if they're late, they'll show up red. So students can see immediately that what is due and what is not due. And just like the teachers, they can pick which classes they want to see. So they can see any of the classes one at a time. So if you've got those kids that if they turn on this to-do list and they get overwhelmed because they're way behind, they can just do it one class at a time, and it kind of breaks it down into reasonable chunks. So this is all the stuff just in Tuesday's informed group. I was the co-teacher in this and a student, so I've got both things going. Or I can see all my classes. So that is the difference between to review is for teachers, and the to do is mainly on classwork that you are a student in. So your students will use your to-do list, or will use their to-do list a lot. So that is to review and to do.